There are 4 main foundations that I've been loving this summer, and I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna share them with you. The first foundation I've been loving is by Rare Beauty, and it's in the color 540C. And this is the foundation that I'm wearing right now. And I would say it's about a sheer to medium coverage. It's very watery, liquidy. I feel like if I tilt this bottle over, most of it will spill out, so I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. But it's very thin in consistency. And I typically use it to cover hyperpigmentation or blemishes that I have. It's very lightweight. As y'all know, it's burning the hell up. So I can go outside and not feel like it's about to run everywhere, even though I'm not outside for very long when I have makeup on. I got this foundation for around $30, $35 at Sephora. And I would repurchase this. The next foundation is the MAC Studio Fix in the color NW55. This is a full coverage foundation. Whatever you're trying to hide on your face, and if you just want a really good, clean base for your face, this is it. It's very thick in consistency. If I were to turn this bottle over, I wouldn't fear that it was going to leak out. And it's buildable. So even though it's full coverage, with that first brush stroke or sponge on your face, it's gonna cover everything. You can still build it up how you would like it. I typically get this at Belk or Macy's, but I wound up getting this off the website because they were having a sale. And I believe I got this for around $35 when I typically pay like $45 when I go buy it in the store. And it's probably like my 10th bottle by now. But it lasts quite a while. It'll last me about 6 months for me to go through the whole bottle. So pretty good buy. The next foundation that I have absolutely fell in love with is the Huda Beauty FauxFilter Luminous Matte Full Coverage Foundation in the color Hot Fudge 550R. How did I discover this foundation? Oh, so when I was in Sephora one day, they were out of this foundation, but they had the foundation stick. And so I was like, well, let me try this to see if I actually, like it, how it presents on my face. And I absolutely loved it. After I had tried that foundation stick, I immediately went to Sephora.com and bought this foundation because I was like, I know if I love this stick, I'm gonna love the liquid foundation, and I do. So this is, like I said in the damn name, full coverage. Just one stroke of that foundation brush or that sponge and you good. But this is also buildable too, so if you want to add a little bit more, it doesn't hurt. And this is a very thick consistency too. Actually, if I turn it over, it's not gonna fall out because it has a top. And I'm just about done with this. I know it looks full, but I think that's just like something they put inside to display the color. But yeah, it's down to like down here now, because whenever I tried to use it the other day, it was barely coming out. So yeah, I need to repurchase this. But it just glides on super smooth, and yeah, it reminds me of Hot Fudge. It goes with the name. I believe this was around $30 as well. $35 at the most. The final foundation that I have been loving this summer, y'all, is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation in the color Walnut. And I would say this is like a medium coverage, and it's buildable. I can actually tilt this one upside down because it has a small opening. And yeah, this is more of like a BB CC cream. And I discovered this while I was in the military. because when I would go to work, most days I did not want to put on a full coverage foundation. I just wanted to throw on something to cover up my blemishes and go on by my day. And so I went to Ulta and I came across this foundation, and it just lays on so smooth and looks like my skin. And that was important because you don't want to look like you got makeup on, even though you do. This is really good for everyday wear when you're just trying to get out the house but look decent at the same time. And I'm almost out of this one too, so I need to repurchase this. And I believe I got this at Ulta for about $10. And this one in particular usually lasts me about 3 months. You don't have to go to Ulta to get this though. You can get this at Target. I've seen it in some Walmarts, not the Walmart I live close by, because I live in a predominantly white area and they don't have my color in most of the makeup. But yeah, you can easily find this in most drugstores. All right, those are all the foundations that I've been using and loving this summer. My fall and winter foundations, I typically limit to one. I usually just use the matte foundation in the fall and winter, and that's when my skin begins to lighten up. So then I would start purchasing like NW53 or NW50, depending on how light my skin gets in the wintertime. So yeah, I will leave all the information about these foundations in the description box. Y'all should go check them out, and I will see y'all next time.